Welcome to the Teaching Your Toddler Dinosaur Show. We are going to have some fun this week learning about dinosaurs that I'm sure you probably spent some time learning about yourself. Here's a little bit more awesome activities to have to do with dinosaurs.
Welcome to the Teaching Your Toddler Show with Marijo Tinlin. Each show we talk about fun activities to do with your little one, including a craft, a letter of the week, Spanish words, songs, games, and even a snack for each weekly theme. Here is your hostess, Marijo Tinlin.
Thank you for joining us on the Teaching Your Toddler Dinosaur episode. Grrr! What little person isn't fascinated by dinosaurs? I just found this meme on Facebook, and I'll try to post it on, it's on the Teaching Your Toddler Facebook page. If you check that out, it says, it's a bar chart or a line graph of how much you know about dinosaurs. And the first line is when you're 4 years old. And the second one is when you get your paleontology degree, and the next one is the spikes are on the timeline are when you have a 4-year-old. So I'm guessing that some of you guys are in dinosaur world. I know I was when my people were small. They loved dinosaurs. They were fascinated by them. And so I'm hoping I've given you a little link on the show notes for a dinosaur page that will tell you how to pronounce all of these crazy dinosaur names. So hopefully that will help you so you can teach them how to say it correctly. We're going to make a bagel stegosaurus, a shapeosaurus craft. We're going to learn dinosaur in Spanish, sign language, and so much more. So thank you for joining us today. In 1990, a new exhibition opened this week in the Smithsonian that featured dinosaurs made out of metal parts. And I've put a link in the show notes on the Teaching Your Toddler Dinosaur page for this metal part dinosaur exhibit that was made by sculptor artist Jim Gary. And so I just love dinosaurs. And the letter of the week is D for dinosaur. Point out things that start with D. Daddy, deck, down, dog. Show your toddler a picture of a capital D and a lowercase d. Draw a D on paper and let him or her trace over it, or use your child's finger to draw it in sandbox or the dirt. You can also use bathtub letters, refrigerator letters, anything that you're trying to get in front of your child so that they start to learn those letters. The number of the week is 9, and when you show your child, just say 9 daffodils or 9 whatever, and make sure that you count them 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up, because you are laying that foundation of mathematics in their brain for those pattern recognitions, and they're going to start to understand. They won't conceptually understand necessarily what 1 means or 2, but as you start to count things for them, they will start to learn that pattern. And so it's so good for them to hear that. The songs of the week are dinosaur songs from Preschool Express. They always have funny little songs for toddlers and preschoolers, and these songs are so cute. So check those out in the Teaching Your Toddler Dinosaur page. The stories of the week is also a list of books from Ma Books blog, which has a whole bunch of great ideas for dinosaur stories. And there's just all kinds of books out there because kids are just fascinated by dinosaurs. Remember also that you can always you can do some reserving online of the books that you want so that you don't have to browse the shelves with your toddler if you don't have time. Sometimes it's great to go to the library because it's an amazingly entertaining place for a child. But if you don't have time, you can reserve them. And I've put a link in the show notes to the public libraries in the United States. So if you live in the United States, you'd be able to find your local branch and potentially put some of these books on hold. If you can't find them at the library, you might be also able to find them on Amazon or check out used bookstores in your neighborhood, which I love. Snack of the week is a bagel stegosaurus. Now make sure you scroll down on the link of the page that I've given you here, but it is actually relatively healthy, and it's really a great way for you to be creative with your food and with your child. The Spanish words of the week. Dinosaur is el dinosaurio. Neck, because of long neck dinosaurs, is el cuello. Teeth, los dientes, for like T-Rex, and claw. La garfa, for like raptors, velociraptors, and tail is la cola. And there's a great website called 123 Teach Me that is an amazing resource for Spanish. It's not a super fancy website, but it has all kinds of activities, a verb conjugator, pronunciations, all kinds of great resources. So if you don't speak Spanish naturally, or even if you haven't spoken Spanish for a long, long time because of being in school or something, this is a good resource for you. 123 Teach Me. The do-it-myself for the week is drink from a cup. Now, we're always trying to give our child more independence, trying to build their confidence, trying to build their self-esteem and responsibility. So drink from a cup is, when you're kind of transitioning maybe from a bottle or from a sippy cup to an open cup, try to just give a small amount at a time. And I learned that one the hard way many times. I can't believe it took me this long to figure it out, but it did. Try a really small plastic cup, even a Dixie cup, like the ones that you use to swish at night for your brushing your teeth. Those can be great ways to learn. Little tiny, they're the perfect size for their hands. You got to be patient. It takes a little bit of practice, but drink from a cup is a great practice. And I don't know what that has to do with dinosaurs for the week, but this is our activity. Or our do-it-myself. The activity of the week is actually a clothespin stegosaurus as well as a shapeosaurus. I couldn't choose because they were just so cute. The clothespin stegosaurus teaches fine motor skills because you're actually putting those clothespins on the stegosaurus and off, taking them on and off. And you can find the clothespins at your big box store or craft stores. Shapeosaurus also teaches shapes. These are both from a wonderful website called No Time for Flashcards. I hope you guys will check that out. She does such a good job, and she's very, very good about doing step-by-step instructions of photos for what she's doing. So you can really never mess it up. It's just one of my favorite craft sites for kids. The yoga pose of the week is a Sphinx pose, which is the closest I could get to a dinosaur. And it's also a great backstretch for both you and your child, especially if you tend to sit at the computer or using your phone and you might slouch a bit. The Sphinx pose will actually sort of bend your back the other direction, the correct direction. So check that out. The link is in the Teaching Your Toddler Dinosaur page. And finally, the sign language sign of the week. And of course, we always are challenged to do sign language on a podcast, but please check out the show notes for dinosaur, plant, meat, and egg. And meat is really funny because it actually looks like you're kind of biting your hand with your other hand. So those are fun signs. I always say that sign language is a great way for your kids to pick up language, even if they're pre-verbal or just learning. Sign language can be an amazing way to sort of help them not get frustrated. So please check that out. And that is about it for our show today. I hope that you have enjoyed it. I hope that you will leave us a 5-star rating on iTunes. I also hope that you will post pictures using the hashtag Teaching Your Toddler on any social media platform that you're on so I can find you guys. Please give us a picture of your clothespin stegosaurus, your shapeosaurus, your child drinking from a cup, doing Sphinx pose, doing these sign language signs, anything that you can think of that you want to show us. Please do that again with the hashtag Teaching Your Toddler. It's been a pleasure and such an honor to talk to you guys today. I love talking to you about things we can do with our kids. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you give your kids a hug and tell them how much you love them, and have a wonderful week. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for the Teaching Your Toddler Show with Marijo Tinlin. We hope you had some fun and you got some great ideas for the week. Please subscribe to the podcast, like us on Facebook, and visit the website for all the links we discussed at www.teachingyourtoddler.com. This has been the Teaching Your Toddler Show with Marijo Tinlin. Until next time, keep teaching.